I don't want to. I don't want to be like, okay, guys. We totally just predicted a direct.
My prophecy has indicated that this next direct will be exactly 39 minutes and 59 seconds.
It's totally like Nintendo doesn't have a direct every September. Welcome back to Gamemode C, the show where we almost never talk about Minecraft and almost always talk about Pokemon. I am Freddy, also known as CratchetType1.
I am Jacob, TatorTot, and your top 2 host on this channel. I know that for sure.
Top 2 hosts.
Out of the 2 hosts that are on this channel.
Yep. So, if you guys hear any construction noise, I do apologize. There's just people outside hammering away. It is nobody.
Been at it since like 6:30 this morning. I can tell because I was woken up.
It's my natural alarm clock. Yeah, no,
It was to like, I'm pretty sure I heard him at like 8:30 last night too. So they've been going hard out there.
Some guy was honking at them, and I'm like, you're not helping.
Yeah.
But yeah, we got a pretty packed episode today. Nintendo Switch OLED has been found in the wild. Pokemon Unite Season 2 just got released yesterday night. The new Nintendo Direct got announced. Save the best for last. It got announced later today, like around 3 hours ago. So yeah, pretty beefy episode today. We got a lot to talk about.
Yes.
Yeah. So let's go ahead and hop right into it with the Nintendo Switch OLED model has been found in the wild. This is coming from the display at Nintendo Tokyo. Basically, people have found it. A lot of images and videos have come out about it. The screen looks very vibrant, and the smaller bezel is a nice addition. I think we've already discussed this before. You're not going to get the OLED?
Not spending my money.
I'm going to get the OLED. It comes out October 6th. That's like less than 3 weeks away. Yeah.
I think it's 2 weeks.
Oh, yeah. I mean, it's crazy. I know. So our Walmart out here does not carry any sort of video game products.
Do they really not?
No.
Oh, I've only gone for like groceries and water.
Well, because when I was getting WarioWare, I was like, oh, let me just go to Walmart, get the groceries, and then get, my Nintendo game. But no, they didn't have it. And I didn't want to ask anyone because, yeah. But
you should be just moving it around because I know that our Walmart's been very indecisive with their product placements the last couple weeks.
They might have been moving them around. I don't know. But yeah, all they have is computers and stuff back there. But yeah, OLED models in the wild. Anything you want to add?
Nah, I mean, if you're perhaps this isn't the most how do I want to say this? As a Nintendo-centered channel that Freddy runs, I don't know if what I'm about to say is advisable, but
choose your words carefully.
If I'm not on next week, guys, then
you know what
send for me. But if you are tight on cash, I can't think of a single decent reason to buy the Switch OLED. The only close reason is that if you have like an older Switch, like you bought it when they first came out, and you haven't gotten a new one since. But even then, like, it's really that much of a difference.
I mean, the more I'm thinking about it, the more it's like I play mainly on the screen. I haven't even popped my Switch out of the dock. So it's kind of, I don't know. Like a part of me is second guessing it, and I might not get it. It just depends, because I mean, I did get a job at Panda. Oh yeah, that's a whole another thing. Just unpacking that right there. Yeah, I did just get a job, and payday is this week, and then I should be getting another one before it comes out. It just depends where all of that falls in line. I still gotta, pay my bills and such.
Yeah, I mean, don't get me wrong, the nicer screen and the smaller bezels are nice. I don't know. I've kind of just had a bad history with bezels. Mm-hmm. My 2 like eye level monitors they have like probably 3/4 of an inch bezels.
Yeah.
And I'm kind of like, they're different brands of monitors, but they have the same exact dimension and the same exact bezel, like width, and so they look the same if you didn't see any of like the branding.
Yeah.
But my 1440p monitor, which is up top, that has like, it has a big bezel on the bottom, and then it's just like a super thin one around the edges. It kind of looks nicer, I will be honest.
See, I think my history's bezels is like, so I started with, you know, your first ever quote unquote gaming monitor it's a TV, not a monitor. So my mom got me like the cheapo 32-inch, like $200 TV. It's not even like 200, it's probably like 120. And it was, the quality wasn't that good. Like the minute you go to a monitor, you're like, oh, I've been missing out.
I've been cheated.
Yeah. Well, I mean, you remember that. Like the first time you transition to a monitor, you're like,
so
colors can be more red and more blue? What?
My first monitor was like just a normal computer monitor, VGA cable, all the traditional stuff. And then I got a second monitor, and that was an old Samsung like 20-inch TV.
Yeah.
And it was like the bezels were massive because I mean it's like an old TV.
Yeah.
The stand was massive. It was just a monster. And fast forward a bit, and we get like a free TV from somewhere. It's like an older one that somebody didn't want anymore.
Yeah.
And it's like it was like a 40-something inch TV. And I switched the TVs out, so I had like a 20-inch monitor and like a 40-inch TV, and they were just side by side. And they were both 1080, but the problem was when your TV is that big and it's the same pixels, and you're that close to it, I can like count the individual pixels on the screen. So I'm like, yeah, maybe I'll not do this for my setup. And
I don't know.
Now I have all normal monitors.
I don't know the exact like technology behind it, but like I always remembered traditional TVs as it has like a plastic screen in front of it, like you're able to push it in. If that makes sense. And then you have, you know, your monitor is just, I feel like it's just screen. I that probably makes no sense to anyone that's, you know, tech.
An electrical engineer.
Yeah, but like, I'm pretty sure you'd understand. Because, yeah, I had the 32-inch TV, and then back when I used to have my gaming laptop and I had my second monitor, quote unquote, would be like, what's the cube ratio? It's not
aspect ratio.
Yeah, it's not a 9:16. It's a cube monitor.
That sounds weird.
It was a cube, and I had to get a VGA to HDMI just to plug it in as a second monitor. It was just so bad. But then my cousin got a monitor for his birthday, and he was playing his Nintendo Switch on it, and I was like, hold on, did the Switch get an upgrade? Like, what? Whoa, this looks so good. And after that, I got myself, you know, a 144 hertz monitor, and then my dad got me a 32-inch 144 hertz monitor for Christmas, and I haven't gone back to that. I don't think I can ever go back to a TV. The only reason I'd use a TV is for like a living room, and even then, I'd hardly go there.
I mean, if we could switch our TV downstairs out with just a massive like
OLED screen,
4K 144 hertz monitor, I think it would be a better call. But
well, I mean, the issue is the
budgetary limitations.
The bigger the screen, the harder it is to get that at a reasonable price. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, even monitors now are kind of expensive. Like a 1080 144 is like 180 200 almost.
Yeah. Well, yeah, because I wanted to get a 144 hertz monitor for my so I have 3 monitors. I have one on the right, one on the left, and then one vertical middle one. And I didn't buy that until I moved here. And I wanted to get 144 hertz, but those are like $200. And I'm like, damn.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Yeah, all of mine are 144.
If you're a person that only played handheld, of course, just from the LCD screen to the OLED screen, there's going to be a difference. As I'm saying, it's like going from a old TV screen to a new monitor screen. You see a difference, and you just don't know the exact like pinpoint, I guess.
You can't articulate the difference.
But you know there's one. Like, the best way I could describe it is just more vibrant colors. Which, I mean, that's the whole definition of OLED. The blacks are blacker and the whites are whiter. But yeah, I don't know.
My take is that it is not justified spending the extra couple hundred on a new Switch if you don't need one.
A part of me thinks that they're gonna have one more Switch model, and why would I get an OLED when there's gonna be another Switch model in like a year or two? Because I mean, if this was GPU difference, of course I'd get it. Like,
Yeah. Then you'd have a reason.
there wouldn't be any room for doubt. But this one's just like, it's a screen and battery. So, I don't know. It's an 8-inch screen.
It's just gonna stay in the dock the whole time.
Yeah. Okay. Until I bust it out on like an airplane ride, and then boom.
Oh yeah, you're such a frequent flyer. If anyone needs the OLED screen, it's me. I travel more than anyone else. Save that for the vacation episode.
Yeah, we'll get more on that in a different one. But I think that's everything we have on the Switch OLED. I'm pretty sure I'm still going to get it. We will see. Don't shake your head at my financial decision. Bro, soon you're going to see there's going to be a figure right there. And last episode we ever determined, those are like $200 for a really good figure. Yeah, I'm going to get one. I'm planning to upgrade my camera angle too for it to be over here. And then I'm going to have this whole bookshelf. I want it to be full of figures. We'll see.
It's the guy who didn't want to put a Yoshi sticker on the front of our fridge in case any girls came over. And yet he wants this armory worth of Nintendo and anime figures.
When I get a girl in my room, I seal the deal. That's all I'm going to say.
Okay, it's like, you know, in the movies, like the spy movies, they walk up, they pull like a bookshelf or a book off the bookshelf, or they hit like the wall, and the wall opens up, and it's like a bunch of guns and stuff inside of the closet. You're gonna have that, but you're gonna have just like anime figurines, Nintendo memorabilia. It's just gonna be like,
I don't see an issue. What you've seen those like Nintendo YouTubers where their whole wall is just plastic boxes or cardboard boxes and figures and like the freaking store stuff. What do you call the store displays?
You're gonna have like floor. You're gonna pull up the floorboards. There's gonna be little like cases of figures because you want to hide them from any prying eyes.
What do you?
It's just like the movies, man. It's like in ReZero. They was hiding the alcohol under the floorboards because it was valuable. You're just gonna have like a false floor, like one of the false ceilings you see in schools and offices.
Pull it up.
Unbelievable.
I don't know. I'm definitely gonna get at least one, and then that's just gonna fall down the rabbit hole.
Bro, these things are expensive enough to where, like, if you ever do a credit application for like a loan,
they're gonna be like, "What is this purchase?"
Like, they're gonna jot that down as like collateral. Like, if I don't pay my loan, I have $500 of figures I can, forfeit.
Well, I mean, I feel like, what is it? It says Art JFX. I think that's the company, or Figma. Those two are like big figure companies that make
Figma.
That's what it's called.
It's a funny name.
But one of them, I forgot which one. I think it's RJFX. They do Pokemon figures, but they only release it once every season, and I see why. They're like $200 a pop. So like, yeah.
See, I'm a lot more condensed. If you look at my background, it is a nice gray wall with my consistently gray shirts. I promise I don't just wear the same outfit every day. I have like outside clothes I wear when I'm out, and then I have like pajama house clothes. And it's like most of those pajama clothes happen to be gray. And so when I do these podcasts in my house clothes, I just happen to be wearing gray most of the time. I promise.
I don't have any room to talk because all I've been wearing is black on this podcast, and
I know I've worn green once, maybe twice.
Actually, I think I wore red and maroon. That one maroon shirt that I wear. But
Unbelievable.
Yeah. How did we get from the OLED all the way to figures? Either way, I'm buying a figure and I'm buying the OLED. Period. End of story.
I'm gonna have to
Next topic. So, next topic, a pre-order for Pokemon Legends Arceus at Amazon UK is set to get a steelbook and a Pokeball replica. If you're wanting to get your hands on the Pokemon Legends Arceus, you might want to pre-order from Amazon UK. Use a VPN or whatever. This includes a steelbook case and with a special Pokeball replica based off of the ancient ball design shown in the game. The ball is listed as the Pokeball cartridge. It is available at standard price. I think that's $50 on Amazon. I don't know what that. Yeah.
I reckon we need about £15, madam, to purchase this video game, this moving game.
So
sorry, I'm a staunch British hater around here. No offense to the British people, but I'm sorry. If you just didn't talk funny, I wouldn't have any reason to despise you. So,
but the steelbook looks really cool. They did a steelbook for Sword and Shield. Gotta say, kind of hated it. It was just gold with white accents. This is like legitimate art. But a part of me is thinking this is actually the art that's going to be on like the paper box. If that makes sense.
Interesting theory.
Well, yeah, because I mean, it looks like it. The front looks like that, except without the logos. And that's what usually steelbooks are, is just a logoless box art. And then the inside, I wouldn't be surprised, would be the inside of the normal box. It's just a steelbook. So the main thing that you're getting here is the Pokeball cartridge. I don't know the exact size. I think it looks cool. Something to put on my shelf in the background.
Yeah, I think I have I don't remember where it's at. It's a Pokemon like card of Pikachu, but it's like gold. Or it's like it looks gold. I'm assuming it's not actually solid gold by any metric.
Yeah.
But I mean, I'm kind of indifferent to stuff like this. I would rather have in-game content than like physical content as like a pre-order bonus. I've only pre-ordered 2 games in my life. Well, Pokemon Sun, which I didn't play after the first island. And Dragon Ball Xenoverse 2 on the PC. I know I got pre-order bonuses.
2 different spectrums.
2 different genres, yeah.
I pre-ordered a ton of games. Some of them with no pre-order bonuses, some of them with pre-order bonuses. But it's gotten to the point now where it's like the only reason you should pre-order is for the bonuses. Because like if you don't get the game in store, just get it online. You can preload it now. You can have it downloaded and just boom, play it.
Yeah. I'm kind of against pre-ordering in general, unless you really know that you're gonna like the game. You're gonna enjoy. Yeah. Like I wouldn't pre-order Diamond or Brilliant Diamond Shining Pearl. Another thing, they're dropping a new Call of Duty soon, Vanguard.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Lately, and I played the open beta. If you pre-order it, I think you get longer access to the beta. But they have like an open beta even if you didn't pre-order it.
Yeah.
And it's just, I don't know. I don't think it's worth it. It's too soon to say pre-order. You know, it wasn't enough.
I think I do agree with you. Some games are worth pre-ordering. Like, for instance, Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild 2. That is a game I would pre-order in a heartbeat. But again, only if there's pre-order bonuses, because I could just go to my Walmart and pick it up the same day. Like, it's not like...
And I mean, another thing too is like you don't know how soon to do it because like this is a UK pre-order bonus.
Oh yeah, then what if something else comes out with something even better?
Like what if you pre-ordered it already and then this came out, or you pre-ordered the UK one and then a better one comes out for America? You can't really know.
So that's actually this Brilliant Diamond, or not the Brilliant Diamond Gem Pearl, the Sword and Shield one. That one was almost the same exact kind of thing, the steelbook and everything. That was actually a Target exclusive. So part of me thinks, is this like an Amazon exclusive and then Target's going to do like magnets? Because Target always gets like magnets or stickers. Because Nintendo and Target are kind of like this. It's like either Nintendo, Target, Amazon, or Best Buy are the 3 partners.
I mean, again, either way. I know Pokemon Sun, I remember what the pre-order bonuses now. It was Ash Greninja.
Oh, that's right. Yeah. Oh, so they did actually announce a pre-order, a digital pre-order bonus. If you preload the game, you get 30 heavy balls. That's about it.
When I think of pre-order bonuses, I think of like...
Well, you think of something that only...
like a shiny or...
Well, I wouldn't say a shiny. Like just an outfit or something. I would say
An outfit, yeah.
something that only pre-order people get, and that can't be obtainable in the base game.
Mm-hmm. Like I know the Xenoverse one, I'm pretty sure there were some temporary items you got, but then there were also like cosmetics and moves you could get for your character that were exclusive.
Yeah.
So
yeah, I mean, and this
I don't really care much for the physical stuff.
There isn't a set limit on this one, so I'd hold on until closer to release. It comes out in January, so I'd say like
you got time.
Yeah, you got time. I mean, but overall, if this was like the only thing, I would do it. It's a nice steelbook. It's a nice.
Yeah, you might as well do it if this is the only.
Oh yeah, and it's the same. It's the same price. It's not like they upcharge, because usually like sometimes they do like, oh, get the ultimate pre-order and you get all of this, or just get the normal pre-order and be a loser. No, Nintendo hasn't done that. I think the only time they actually did that was with Breath of the Wild. They did the Masters Edition, but with the Masters Edition, you got like a 1/8 scale of the Master Sword. And I'm like, not everyone's gonna want that, so I think that's understandable.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, you got the Masters Edition, then you got the regular one, and you get like an art book and everything. Art books are another thing I do enjoy. You flip through it, you're like, oh, this is cool. Especially now that I'm taking art classes. We'll get more into that in a different episode, but like I'm doing graphic design now, so the more I see it, the more it's like, oh, this is interesting.
You've learned to appreciate it a bit more.
Yeah, appreciate the medium, I guess.
I know drawing those circles and squares was very difficult. Can't imagine having to draw these ornate, cinematographic level.
I'm gonna go on a little rant right now, really quick. So we're gonna talk about more of this on another episode, but I actually haven't had a lot of experience with drawing, and the reason why I went into graphic design was because of Photoshop, because I feel like I'm really good at Photoshop, but I can't get like a degree in Photoshop. You can get like a certificate in Adobe. But so I'm like, okay, I'll go into graphic design. Literally all my classes are art based, and I don't know how to draw at all. And literally everyone in my class is like an art prodigy. They're like, oh yes, let me render out this sphere, and I'm like, I drew a circle. Yeah, because
you're drawing like an uneven square, like it's all jagged and the edges aren't straight.
Well, so
you look over at the person next to you, they have like a full-on self-portrait with like shading, and they only use like a pencil.
So our first assignment for my first class was, draw a ball and a box having a party. And I'm like, oh, okay. I drew a circle and a square with triangle party hats. And everyone else drew like a 3-dimensional cube, shading, and a sphere with rendered shading. And then they drew like cone-shaped hats. And I'm like, I don't want to present mine anymore. Can I have a redo?
Well, it's not really related, but I'm in a statistics class. It has like a math course.
Mm-hmm.
And we've been doing like graphs and stuff. And one of the ways you can display data is with a pie chart. But I don't understand how the teacher does it. He walks up to the whiteboard, takes out a marker, and he does like a perfect circle.
Oh yeah, it's in the wrist. It's like
yeah. But it was so like it caught me off guard the first time he did it. I'm like, dang, that's a pretty good circle.
Yeah. But I can't even speak today. I think what we're trying to say is just hold off on the pre-order until something good happens. Maybe an art book, because I would love to see art for Pokemon Legends Arceus. Yeah, I love the art style. Kind of mixed Sword and Shield with, I'd say, watercolor. I don't know. In the trailer, they did a lot of watercolor.
But, this is your area of expertise.
I don't know.
I'm like, let's look inside the programming of the game. Let's see the intermechanics of the game.
Bro, you're kind of roasting yourself. You're calling yourself.
I am, yeah. I am. That was kind of the joke.
We'll get more into this on a different episode of the podcast. But yeah. Anything else you want to add about the Pokemon Legends Arceus pre-order? No.
I'll probably pre-order it. It's a matter of which.
Oh yeah, we're all talking about like we're all talking about
bonus.
Yeah. So you say you would pre-order it?
I would, yeah.
I'd pre-order it too. Well, see, then again, My thought process now for pre-order is now most pre-order bonuses are just first-time buyer bonuses. So you don't need to pre-order it to get the bonus now, if that makes sense. So I like, because at GameStop, it used to be, oh, pre-order and you get a poster. But now it's just pick it up day one and get a poster. So, I mean, if you want to consider that pre-order, I'm going to pick it up day one, no matter if I pre-order it or not.
Yeah.
I do want to get something else with it, if that makes sense. I mean, there's usually a lot of, Target. I already listed Target, Best Buy, and we have all those near here. So it's like, I could pick and choose. I hate pre-ordering on Amazon though, because you pre-order, it's gonna take like 1 to 2 days to ship to your house. So it's like, yeah. That's why I hate but I think they do have the best pre-orders for that reason, as they know that people probably won't go on Amazon because
as much.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Probably won't get pre-order on Amazon. That's what I'm saying. But
I mean, it's the only bonus.
Actually, I've gotten into the habit to buying the game twice. This podcast is just Freddy has bad financial. I'm gonna look back in this when I'm like 10 years from now and be like, man, what was I doing with my life? But I buy the game.
I'm telling you that right now. You don't need a future you to be telling you that. I'm giving you all the advice you need, bro.
So
take it from the banking expert here.
I buy the game on the eShop and I preload it so I could stream it day one. But I still want the physical copy. So I get the physical copy and I get the digital copy. All right, enough about all of those rants. We went on like massive tangents, but back on topic. Pokemon Unite Season 2 came out last night. Unfortunately, I didn't get to play it right when it came out because we had school and such, but I did stream it earlier today. Really good stream. 17 people hopped on. Thank you everyone who did hop on that stream. And I should be uploading a video, editing that stream and such soon. But you haven't tried it yet, have you?
No, I've only seen like various content creators make videos about it.
Mm-hmm.
I really do like the menu. That's the first thing that kind of stuck out to me was the better UI. Some
of the big main things, cross-platform play, you're able to link your account between the two devices. That was confirmed before. But it seemed they made the menus mobile friendly, but it also just benefited the Switch. Because I feel like the menus in the, I don't know, Gen 1, or what do you want to call it? The 1.0. This is theoretically a 2.0. They changed the game a lot. They changed the UI, they changed the elements, and they also, I'm again busting out my graphic design knowledge. They had flat colors on the 1.0 version. Very flat, but now they added like a metallic sheen. So everything kind of looks like a badge at some points, which is a good thing. I think it looks good. It's a nice little aesthetic. They took a lot of the community feedback. For instance, the what a goal, what a goal, what a goal. I know a lot of people hated that, and they actually changed it. So there's 3 different types of voice clips now. So there is still what a goal, but there's different. So
it's not as humiliating.
Yeah. So
as when you already know you're down like 400 points and all you hear is what a goal, what a goal, what a goal, and you're just like, can I back out of this game? Is our surrender cooldown up yet?
Yeah, and then like when you're struggling to keep up, it's instead of like the tag, it's like, oh, we're almost there, keep it up. It's not like
you fool.
Do better. Yeah, what are you doing?
You call yourself a gamer? You're making a mockery of this game. Get out of my sight.
But yeah, I think they did really good changes to the game. So there's new in-game events, which you can get. Oh, here's another thing that they added: super item enhancers that can upgrade held items to grade 30. There's a Zera event and the Pikachu skin event, and then just the battle pass in general. But this is another complaint. A lot of people were saying the game was pay to win because of the item enhancers. So they were like, okay, fine. We will let you have 3 items up to level 30 instantly. And the way you get these super item enhancers is just by leveling up your trainer. It's like a new trainer level reward. And there's one at 5, one at 8, and one at 10. So once you're level 10, you have 3 items, max level 30.
Yeah, see, I don't know. With this, it's like, do the levels of the items reset at the turn of the season?
No.
Yeah, because I feel like that's kind of, for the people who did already pay, it's just
but
like
when you
everybody's equally.
when you use the item enhancers, you get back any like extra coins, I guess, that you put into the item. So just say you use 27 regular item enhancers.
Well, no. Like what I'm saying is, you have somebody who paid to win, quote unquote,
Yeah.
and they have all these items at level
30
already. Giving 3 free level 30 items to a new player isn't really leveling the playing field. If the pay to win still has an entire armory worth of max leveled items versus the newbies like 3.
So it's still pay to win, and I think everyone is saying that. It's still I still think it's pay to get stuff early. And this also kind of lends to it. So now I have 6 level 30 items. And the only money I've spent is the battle pass. I haven't spent money on tickets to get more, or I haven't spent gems.
You did have extra gems though from the battle pass.
Yeah, but like
spent on clothing though, so I don't think it's really that.
I think the battle pass is fair. Like it's not like, oh yes, I'm paid to win, I'm gonna like upgrade all these things. It's more like I got the battle pass because there's a lot of cosmetics I like and stuff like that.
And that's how I think they should be. It's like you could go through and buy all these outfits individually, but if you want all these like cosmetic bonuses, get the pass. It's like a bundle. You think of like a season pass.
Yep.
You get recurring access to things. And so like a battle pass should be like that, and you get recurring access to like bundles of clothing rather than having to individually buy the clothing. Whereas in like the sports world, rather than having to individually buy tickets every single time, you might get like a pass to just you get X amount of games and show your ticket and you go in.
But I think they did take a lot of feedback, and this kind of just makes the Switch version when it first came out seem like an alpha beta, which I think they kind of should have prefaced that for all the quote unquote pay to win players, because they kind of just dump their money into it. Because now the free to play players are just as good as the pay to win players now, which is, I think that's fine, to be honest. Like, there shouldn't be a pay to win player in a competitive team strategy game. That's dumb. But pay to win players are still more flexible than free to play players. If a free to play player wanted to reset their items, if that makes sense, like switch out their loadout to something different, they wouldn't have max level items then, because you only have 3 guaranteed 30 level items. So
guaranteedly, but I mean you could pay more.
I mean now, if that's again, but then you're pay to win technically.
Yeah.
But so I mean, pay to win players are more flexible still, and I think that's a good trade off. You pay more just to get more flexibility, and I think that's
it's just pay to win with extra.
It's not pay to win, because it's not pay to win anymore, because now everyone has access to at least a set of 30 level items.
Yeah, but if you're not reusing those items, then it's like...
But then you're kind of locked into a character too, because some characters don't...
Like you're saying it's more flexible, but when you think of like a team comp, half the time when you go into competitive, you have to work around whatever your other team chooses. So if your team comp is horrible and you're forced into a character you don't have max items for, and you're going up against a team with all max items who can play any character, it's kind of...
You have a point.
Unfavorable matchup.
I don't know. There's still some sort of aspects that's very... not scummy. It's just not good. It's not good. But yeah, I think pushing toward the right step. The super item enhancers. Oh, there's also super item tickets. There's now tickets you can buy in the shop that you're able to apply to an item, and it'll be a level. It'll have the level 30 effects for X amount of days. So that's also pay to win friendly. And I think the only days they have are 7-day tickets. So you could buy 3 of them, and you can have your set for 7 days, and then you could test it out. Oh, does this work for me? No, then I won't dump my super item enhancers into this one.
That makes sense, I feel like.
So I mean, I think they're finding a good medium.
But it's never gonna enough by nature of, angry fans. It's never gonna be good enough. That's just the law.
They need to make money somehow. I still think they could make so much money with cosmetics, and even now they release a bunch of cosmetics. It's still not enough. I feel like.
I mean, yeah, you think of like other MOBAs, like League of Legends. They have so many skins, and they have so many characters on top of all their skins. So
I mean, realistically, with all the sets they have, each Pokemon has a set. They could be making so much cash. Like they have the Campfire Pirate Sacred set. We already have Sacred Pikachu. We have Sacred Ninetales. I'm gonna go on a big rant in a second.
Calm down, Freddy. Calm down. It's a kimono on a white fox. Calm down.
Beautiful. But they have so many sets, and we only have like 2 for each set. And it's just it pains me because it's like they could be making so much money on a way that we can all agree and enjoy. Like, oh yes, I don't have to pay all this money, but I do want this beautiful white fox in a kimono. And
bro, whoa. Calling animals attractive.
Okay, actually.
Let's slow the roll here.
No. I'm calling the kimono itself attractive.
No, you said the beautiful white fox with the kimono.
Okay.
Your adjective placement is not adding up here, my friend.
Hold on.
No, it's settled. It is settled.
Oh my god.
Freddy is into bestiality.
Bruh. You could have just called me a furry and it would have been...
No, furry is too normalized.
Bruh.
Using bestiality still has some weight to the insult.
But speaking of costumes, Battle Pass is space themed.
His new fursuit just came in the mail, so you prep for that on. It's gonna be one of those VTubers with the like the fursona thing where he's just doing the different
fursona. What are you talking about?
Like those YouTubers who like the VTubers, but their character is the furry, and like depending on like what they're saying, like the gestures of the hands is different depending on what they're doing and what they're saying. I'm saying that's what you're going to be doing.
No,
you're going to sell your webcam. You're going to resort to like 2-dimensional images of the animal version of yourself.
Bro, I would totally make a VTuber avatar.
Oh, okay. You just keep digging yourself deeper, man. No. There's so many instances.
No, but it's not going to be
You're just doubling down. Oh, yeah, I would definitely do something like that.
Okay. Enough about this. We're talking about Pokemon Unite. What are we getting on? But
calc teacher, the way I go on tangents.
So, it is space-themed Battle Pass. Space astronaut suit Lucario, and the major big kind of skin is the astronaut Gengar. I think it's called like space suit. What is it? 4292. It's whatever Gengar's Pokemon number is.
I don't know.
And so the ultra skins, I guess, come with the special animations and stuff. But with the Talonflame, it didn't really look like any special animations. The Cinderace one either.
Well, okay, so the Talonflame skin was the first item I got, so I can't say I'm too familiar with the default Talonflame animations look like because I've had the skin for so long. So that's just my normal Talonflame.
So, like for instance, when you're returning back to base, the default Talonflame is like a 1-2 swoosh up, and then so is the what do you want to call it? the skin. I forgot what the skin's called, but it's still a 1-2 switch up. But this Gengar one is Gengar hops into a rocket and then goes up and then crash lands into your base. I'm like, okay, that looked kind of cool.
Pretty cool. No, I do think there's an element of disadvantage there because if you're like sneakily trying to get back to base, and so you see you assembling this massive rocket, it's like, I wonder what's going on over there.
I don't know if they're. I would be ashamed if it's only client side.
Yeah, then you can't flex your your battle pass victory.
And then you could also hear, because they're also supposed to have different audio, which I don't think the Talonflame or Cinderace skin had.
So, I don't know. Like I said, I only know what the skin sounds like.
Did you even get the Cinderace skin?
No.
Disappointed. But they are... So, again, this kind of lends into the whole... I think the Switch version was a beta. Because now there's like 5 different Ultra skins. One of them being the Kimono, the Ninetales.
Mm-hmm.
They're calling it the Sacred Ninetales, and it's not even in the shop, but they have the rim for it. And like, I saw the rim, I'm like, where is this kimono? Where is it? Because I've been ever since the game came out, the only skin I've wanted was the Kimono Ninetales, and it still hasn't come out yet. And then I found out it's going to be a $20 skin if I want to buy it.
Yeah. Yeah. How much do you love that beautiful Ninetales, Mr. Type 1?
Enough to spend the $20.
Disappointed. Disappointed in your finances. I'm disappointed in your view on 2-dimensional, or actually no, 3-dimensional now. At least these are 3D, I guess, if that's any credit.
VTubers can be 3D. What are you talking about?
No, I'm saying you're attracted to a 3-dimensional animal rather than like a 2-dimensional one.
I'm not attracted to any animal. I'm
okay.
just.
Am I not going to deny it?
Okay.
Is this what you haven't had to meet girls over, Freddy?
Anyway, so there's a Zeraora event for anyone who didn't get the Zeraora when the first came out. Another way to get it, it's not in the shop still, which is fine, I guess. But another way to get it is you need to get 32 wins to get it. That's another thing. And then the Sacred Pikachu skin, you just have to sign in onto a mobile phone and you get the Sacred Pikachu skin. Yeah, I'm glad Zera's behind a win wall, so people don't just spam Zera to get wins. You actually have to play other characters. I think that was a good kind of thing. There's some new held items. I don't think this is going to change the meta at all. You have choice specs that increase damage. That's all it does. Then you have Razor Claw, which increases damage, but at a lesser extent than choice specs. And also, basic attack will decrease the movement of opposing Pokemon when hit by it. And then you got weakness policy, which is increase attack when damaged. Yeah, any thoughts?
I don't know. I think there's decent, additions. The Razor Claw one, though, the system is kind of weird, I think.
It's getting to the point where it's like, what else could they add?
Yeah.
Like, these are getting detailed. Well, Razor Claw, I feel like, is to that point where I feel like most of these held items are going to be, where it's going to be super specific and probably only for like 1 to 2 Pokemon. Well, sooner or later, we're going to have like 50 some odd Pokemon in the game. So I feel like specific held items isn't that bad.
I don't know. I think we've been over this before, what items we would want to see. I think I talked back that episode about how I think like a type specific one, kind of like how Arceus has plates and Genesect has the disc that changed the type of his signature move. I think something like that would be kind of cool.
I think I've already explained. I think we said so. If you guys haven't already, check out our just straight Pokemon Unite podcast.
Yeah, I mean, there's been so many podcasts where we talk about Pokemon Unite. It might be hard to know.
Just go check out. I think it's the second one we ever did. Third one. Third one we ever did. It's gonna be straight Pokemon Unite. I think it's just called Pokemon Unite. But I forgot. I said even with that, I feel like a bundle would be cool. You get Arceus, and then you get the held item when you pay like what $6 or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
I
don't know like that so just because it's a legendary and
well, I mean not
right.
Arceus, but you know, I'm trying to think like cast form and then maybe like a weather kind of item or something like
Yeah.
that. I was a little surprised they didn't add any battle items, but that kind of makes sense because the mobile players need to quote unquote catch up. Maybe on season 3 they'll add battle items.
Yeah.
I'm gonna get more into this, but we'll finish up this and I'll do my full thoughts. We also got Unite Squads, something I asked for, and it's something they actually said in the survey what you wanted first, and I put Unite Squads. And this is like a clan system. You make your clan, and then if you know people in your squad are online, you'll be matched with them, even though you're not in like the same lobby. Stuff like that. Fairly.
Yeah. The only clans I've ever been in, quote unquote, were in Rocket League, and it was with people I knew, so it wasn't even like a random like clan.
Yeah.
But
well, I mean,
we had some funny moments on there. I don't know if you know this, Freddy, but our roommate was in a Black Ops 2 quick scoping clan.
Yeah, I know because his Minecraft username was it.
Was it really?
Yeah.
That's funny.
But yeah, that's. I've only clans I've made. I've been, I don't know. Do you want to call me guild master? I don't join other clans. I make my own clans, and they've been semi successful. I have a Rec Room clan, has 32 people.
Does it really?
Yeah, the crafted.
I didn't.
I think well, because in Rec Room they're called clubs, called the Crafted Club, and in what's it called? What's that one Clash Royale card game?
Clash Royale.
Is it called Clash? What's the What's the
Classic
original
Clash.
game? Oh yeah, and then so I had a Clash Royale called the Ultra Knights. I don't know why it was. It actually got fairly popular because it was a Gen 1 clan. Like I made it day 1, and people were like, "Oh, this is the day 1 clan. Let me go ahead and join this one." Like as the game went on, and then I kind of just gave ownership to some other guy. I'm trying to think of any other clans that I had. But yeah, I always just made clans. I never really was one to join other people's unless they were like
Him and I have this policy. It's part of our superiority complex, is where if we're not in charge of something, then there's just no way it can be operating at its max efficiency. We are not steering the ship. The ship is not. There's simply no way the ship can be going as fast as it can. So you have to put us in charge to get the bang for your buck, basically.
Yeah.
That's our policy.
So I'm making a clan or a squad. I don't know what I'm gonna call it yet. I'm gonna be putting a community post on my YouTube whenever I have it up, because you have to type a description and everything for it. So it's like I'm gonna actually fully set it up. I'm not just gonna be like Crafted Clan squad of Crypto Step 1 channel. I want
Official.
Yeah, but I want an actual description and stuff like that. And then when that goes up, I'll make a community post. But yeah, what any thoughts on the squads?
Oops, sorry. No, I think it's good mechanic. Don't see any problem with it. Happy to see it.
It was something I wanted, so I mean.
Oh, I have hiccups.
It was something I wanted, so I don't see. Yeah, I just like it. I kind of hope they're gonna have like squad battles. I don't know if that sounds dumb, because I don't think you'd want to. I don't know if you'd want to limit your player base like that. Like only people that are in a squad can fight other people that are in a squad. I don't know. I think you have to be a certain level. I think it's level 5 to join a squad, but I mean that's fairly easy. You can get that day 1.
Yeah, I think it's more of a bot deterrent.
Yeah,
you can't just spam accounts.
I'm the biggest squad, and yeah. Oh yeah, considering how easy it is to make a Switch account, just gotta make it. You don't even need to have an online. Oh, you do, I think. Yeah. Never mind. So we have the second battle pass. We already talked about that. It features new cosmetic items, introducing HoloWare special visual effects. This battle pass only has 7 pages, so it's it only has 70. I think. What did the last battle pass have? 50?
90.
Oh, okay. So I thought this one was smaller. So yeah, this battle pass is actually smaller than The last one. I think it's a little crazy.
Same price too, right?
Same price. Oh wait, no, it was same price. $8 if you want to buy the $4.90. But you could also buy, if you haven't already, buy the first time buyer bonus. Get the $2 one, and you get $4.90 because you get the double. The rollout of some limited spectator mode features. They added that in the UI elements, and then they added support for multiple languages. Stuff like that.
Not necessary. America's the only play base that matters.
Well, I think that's like their whole, or not in Japan.
Japan and America are their only two main audiences.
I think that they're really good. I'm gonna call this Unite 2.0. I mean, it's season 2. They added a ton. I think this is the official release. I'd like to say this again. Switch was quote unquote a beta. And looking at it now, the Switch seemed like a beta.
Kind of funky.
Yeah, and I am a little disappointed though in map selection for one, and I think that's just about it. Map select. Oh yeah, map selection and cosmetics. I still think they should have went the Fortnite approach and had a different item shop every day, and not have a massive catalog and they just keep adding on to it.
Yeah, I agree.
Because then you could go seasonal and stuff. So this is considered the winter season as well. Oh wait, no, this is fall. Never mind.
Feels like winter where we live. It's been like, it was 80 forever, and then it dropped like 30 degrees out of nowhere.
We're gonna get snow pretty soon.
Yeah, it's been approaching freezing temperatures out of nowhere. So
yeah, but it's the fall season, so hopefully they like next season they're like, oh yeah, now we have winter themed stages. We'll go ahead and rotate them out. I just hope they add more stages. I think that's my only request now. More stages, better item shop.
You know, it'd be kind of cool if they do this whole seasonal thing. The professor of the Unite region, whatever it is, there. You know, how every professor has like a Pokemon with them. It's like they're just the one they use in like the catching demonstrations.
He has a Electrode, or not Electrode, Electabuzz. The one with the little like plug.
Electkid.
That's what he has.
Yeah. I think they should switch it to like a Deerling or something, so it's a seasonal, and like as the announcements come in, he has like a different one.
Imagine like just simple changes. Have a stage where the Deerlings are the Pokemon fodder. I don't know what you want to call them. The one you get, and then every season they just change. Like I don't. The only reason I don't think that would work is just global. Japan has different seasons as, you know, like their summers and our fall.
Yeah, but I mean, they're kind of, I would assume they're on different servers. So.
Oh yeah, actually, I wouldn't see an issue. I don't know. They didn't add any new quick battle. It's still the same 3. Again, it's the one thing I asked. Just come on. Yeah. Anything else you want to add on Pokemon Unite Season 2? Are you planning to hop back into it?
I might. I've been kind of busy lately with homework, and when I'm not, I'm trolling people on Call of Duty, so I don't know. I haven't really had much time for it. But.
Yeah, if I'm not streaming and I'm not doing homework, I usually am doing Unite or WarioWare. I started playing WarioWare again. I actually enjoyed WarioWare. A little side note, WarioWare is like, I thought it'd be like, oh, I'm only going to play this on stream or with friends. It's kind of addicting. I'm just playing it on my own, and I'm like, I gotta get a high score. Gotta hit us 50. Oh, I could get 52. I could get 52. Yeah.
I think it's kind of how the game's designed. It's supposed to be addicting. I think.
Well, I know, but I didn't think it'd be that addicting. And there's like strictly multiplayer game modes. We're gonna have to probably get you on stream. That'd be a really cool stream. Just do multiplayer modes.
I have to buy the game, bro.
Oh no!
You know, I don't like.
You're across the room. It's not like you're across the world. Just go ahead. We can just do. It's not even split screen. It's on the same screen. Just get.
Maybe.
You don't even have a Pro Controller. I just realized. That's like.
I'm very cheap. Very cheap.
Yeah. Anything else you want to add about Pokemon Unite before we move on to the next topic?
Nope.
Anyways, Season 2. Very solid. Some improvements. They definitely took fan or just community requests, and they actually implemented them, and I feel like that's good. Now I hope there's new stages and stuff. Yeah, we'll probably talk about Unite later. Probably next 5 episodes, like 5 episodes from now. We'll see how the meta changes. We'll see if any of these items do anything different when they add new Pokemon and such. All right, so a little small announcement before we get into the big topic, that being Nintendo Direct tomorrow. But Mario Kart Tour launches a 2-year anniversary event. Yeah, it's now 2 years old. It's still making enough money to get updates. And this event is a mixture of old and new content. In these anniversary events, they're going to be like, oh, if you haven't played in a while, hop back in. You could get all the stuff that you missed out. But there's also, new stuff. They're still traveling around the world, I remember. It's kind of crazy. Because out of all the gacha games Nintendo makes, I think Mario would be the most high maintenance. But I guess it's also the most high yielding.
I just checked. I actually still have it installed on my phone.
I still have every Nintendo gacha game on my phone. I just haven't really played any of them.
I remember.
Go ahead.
It came out our junior year, and we would always play it in AP US history.
Mm-hmm.
And it was that and Minecraft Earth at the time. Those were the 2 games we played.
Oh, that's right. I had Minecraft Earth shut down. But I remember when I first got it, I was like, oh, I'm the Nintendo nerd. I'm the only me and my nerd friend group are the only ones that are gonna know about this. But no, I was in my advisory and everyone was playing it, and I was like, dang, I didn't realize the reach Mario Kart had until that happened. Because
I think Mario, especially Mario Kart, is very
well. I know Mario Kart 8 Deluxe is the most top selling Nintendo Switch game ever. It almost got beat by Animal Crossing, but it did not. But I didn't really realize the impact Mario Kart had until this app came out, because literally the jocks were playing it, the popular girls were playing it. I was like, dang.
Yeah.
I didn't really care for the gacha elements because it's not skill based at all. You have to get good carts to get good times on races, and each course has certain carts you have to get good races on, and it's just very, I don't know how to describe it.
Money grabby.
Exploitive. Yeah, I mean, very scummy when it comes to money. I mean, but that's how gacha games are. But I feel like some games do it better than others. I feel like Genshin did the gacha system super well. You get one of each element for free. And then if you want to get better elemental characters, you roll for them. And, you get free rolls and you don't get free rolls,
And people spend thousands of dollars on these rolls because they have nothing better to do with their money.
Genshin waifus, though. Bro, it's just it's better than just having a 2D PNG, okay? I mean, it sucks that out of all the gacha games, this is the one that kind of survived, because Dragalia's Lost was the coolest mobile RPG. I don't think you've tried it at all. It was Nintendo's attempt I
remember you were trying to convince everyone at school to play it.
It was a pure mobile IP that they made, and it was so fun. And I kind of got burnt out because as you said, I think 2 months straight, I was playing around an hour or 2 a day. Anytime I had time, I would play. And
kind of a side note, I don't know if the viewers have picked this up yet, but I have this habit where whenever I hear something very outlandish, my eyebrows go up, and I've noticed it. I'm trying to I don't know if any of you have seen The Rock videos.
Yeah, where he does
where, he's looking away and he's he raises his eyebrow. I'm trying to master that, just because it's a funny reaction, I think. But
But yeah,
kind of tangent there.
out of all the games, I mean, Nintendo, I feel like Nintendo's, I've already said this before, planning something big because they closed down Dr. Mario. They are stopping continuous updates on Dragelia's Lost. They're just reusing old content. I'm trying to think of what other games they shut down. They stopped updates on Super Mario Run. The only games that are up.
Fishy is going on up there.
Well, yeah, I know. And the only game that's available right now, I think, is, well, besides all Pokemon apps, because that's just a whole subspecies. The only other Nintendo franchise I think is, they have the Animal Crossing Pocket Camp, which is getting updates, and then they have Mario Kart Tour. And those, again, are number 1 and 2 on the Switch's best-selling list. So, I think that's reasonable.
Makes sense. They wouldn't deactivate those quite yet.
Yeah. But it makes me think they have something big, and I think it's a Legend of Zelda game. Because, I mean, if a game can beat Mario Kart and Animal Crossing, it'd be the game that won best-selling game of 2018. The sequel.
True.
Yeah.
True.
All right. But enough about Mario Kart and apps and stuff. We've delayed it for about an hour. The Nintendo Direct is airing tomorrow. I'm going to go ahead and read the official tweet from Nintendo. It said, tune in on 9/23 or September 23rd at 3 p.m. Pacific Standard Time for a hashtag Nintendo Direct livestream featuring roughly 40 minutes of information focused mainly on Nintendo Switch games launching this winter.
I think we kind of predicted that, didn't we? It was be like around 40-45 minutes.
I think everyone predicted that. Okay, I don't want to. I don't want to be like, okay, guys, we totally just predicted a Direct.
My prophecy has indicated that this next Direct will be exactly 39 minutes and 59 seconds.
It's totally like Nintendo doesn't have a Direct every September. I'm not gonna lie.
This is exclusive Cracker Type 1 channel prophecy here. You got to upsell yourself. This is why I'm within the top 2 hosts on the channel. So my mindset is just above. It's very, very objective.
I'm not gonna lie. I think I had my doubts with the Nintendo Direct. I thought we weren't gonna get one. The year is so packed, and like, if they're gonna have a Direct, why would they do it in September for next year's games? Because we have their schedule is full, unless they want to do double releases each month, which is the only release they're doing a double release is October, which is Brilliant Diamond Shining Pearl at the beginning of the month, or no, Metroid Dread at the beginning of the month, and then Brilliant Diamond Shining Pearl.
No, I'm okay with double releases.
I mean, that's bro, my wallet.
I'm okay because this is the thing. A quick philosophy tangent here. So you have to warrant freedom, you need to have a disciplined mind. If you're not disciplined, then you don't deserve the liberty, because otherwise you're just exercising the liberty to destroy yourself. And so I have the cognition to understand finance, to understand smart, monetary decisions. So I've earned the right to liberty in this regard. Freddy, on the other hand,
Make me seem like I'm like
I'm
doing fine.
Nothing but fiscal irresponsibility.
Talk to me in like 10 years, and I'm gonna be like 10 times more rich than you are.
My starting salary for my career is like 90,000.
Yeah, and then I'm gonna be a YouTuber. I'm gonna get 90,000 every 2 weeks.
Yeah, and you know what? I'm gonna sue you for royalties because I helped start up the podcast. I'm literally just so financially above the average man. It's actually incredible how far I am above the average person, frankly.
Yeah, but
it's like the one, I think it was a streamer. He's like, I don't consider myself above. Well, I'm better than the average. Well, no. I'm like, I don't consider myself better, but I am above the average person. Yeah. That's me and like finance. So.
I'm not gonna say I'm good with my money, but I'm working towards that. I have a savings. I'm about to open a broker account, but I needed to have an income to do that, and I don't think I can open a broker account with my savings that I have in my checking, if that makes sense. I don't know what you want to call it, but yes, if they did double releases, that'd be cool, but also that's just too much. I can't even like fully enjoy a game in less than a month. Like, I'm still going through WarioWare, and yes, I did finish the game, but I'm still enjoying it. And like, if a game came out in like next week, I'd be like, okay, now these are a little too close together, even though it's a 3-week difference. But I did have my doubts, but we are getting one tomorrow, which this is honestly, I don't think they ever did a day announcement. Like, this is tomorrow. This isn't like we're having one 3 days from now. This is like,
It's also, aren't they normally in the morning too?
oh yeah, this is in the afternoon. Well, I think it's because it's it's also on a Thursday. Like, what the? It's like the
Very suspect.
Okay, so I think what leads into this, there was an FCC application form expiry date for the 24th, and this was for a peripheral device, probably a controller or other device, or other, most likely a controller. That's all I'm saying. With the change, the FCC will publish most of the documentation, basically device test photos, instruction manuals, etc. this Friday. If they didn't release any information by the 24th, the FCC would do it. The FCC is like the, what is it, Federal
Communication Commission.
Yeah, and they filed patents through there and stuff like that. That implies Nintendo intends to announce this product before the government or the FCC does. Otherwise, they would have the FCC do it, and then they wouldn't really have any control over it.
Mm-hmm.
So part of me thinks this direct is in line with that, but they issued a, like, so this was originally set for May, I think, this expiry date. And then they issued, what do you want to call it? Like a 2-month buffer. Extension. That's what. So apartment, maybe this was planned. And we were, yeah. Maybe this was planned. Maybe it wasn't. It's just still a Thursday, and it's just super weird. And that lends to, we're probably going to get an announcement of this device, whatever it is. Any ideas on what this device could be? Well, it's most likely a controller.
When I think of, it would have to be some sort of pro controller, because if it's like, because they wouldn't get the FCC involved if it was like wired. So it's maybe like a new type of Joy-Con.
Do you think it's just
they're dropping emulators? I know we might get into this later. If they're putting extra emulators for more like titles on the on the Switch, maybe they're releasing another Nintendo consoles controller.
Yeah, so we've already talked about this last podcast, or no, 2 podcasts ago, where we were just talking about direct predictions before it was announced. And in the Switch's source code, there's 2 little code words for different emulators that haven't been used yet. The next emulator in line would be N64, I believe. You go SNES.
Oh yeah.
N64.
Well, I don't know my Nintendo console trivia.
Well, it goes NES, SNES, N64. Unless they want to do, what is it, the Virtual Boy, the one that has like 3 games or 8 games on it. But or not the Virtual Boy. What's the red? You know what I'm talking about. Nintendo's first attempt at AR or VR.
I don't know.
It's like a red console. People know who I'm talking. The listeners probably know what I'm talking about. But the next one would be like an N64. So whenever the Nintendo Switch Online gets a new emulator, they usually release controllers to go alongside it for the members. So you pay for the subscription, and then you pay for the controllers to make it more enjoyable, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah, so this could just be an N64 controller for that. It could be an improved Joy-Con.
That'd be something interesting. They drop
Well, because this is
I know you
so.
mentioned that they were going to probably do another Switch model after the OLED, but before like the Switch's successor, whatever it might be.
Mhm.
And I think maybe they would announce it now that the next Switch is going to have this technology. Although I
But
don't
it
know if they
would.
would announce it so soon to the OLED's release.
So
That might sway people from buying it.
if this is a new Joy-Con, why wouldn't it just be on the OLED?
Unless it is on the OLED.
Well, we already have the physical version. Like we've already seen it in Tokyo.
I don't know.
Yeah. I mean, unless I don't know the exact legal reasons. Like maybe if you change the internals of a device like a Joy-Con, you have to get a whole new patent. I don't know.
Well, I don't know. I don't know if this is really a patent. It's because it's if it's an application with the FCC, it's more like, hey, are we able to use this product? This is violate communication laws in the country. And so the patent would be managed by I think the Department of Commerce, but then the FCC I think it is under the Commerce Department, I think.
Yeah.
But it's not really in charge of patents. So the patent should already be done.
Yeah.
And then this is just getting approval to use the product that they've already patented.
So a
But
lot
like I
of
said, if it's a communication device, normally they have that for like wireless objects. So I'm not sure what product they'd be making that would require approval for wireless communication.
a lot of people are thinking it's a controller, but it could be a device. It can be a controller. And they already said they're looking into games and other stuff launching this winter. And the system seller, quote unquote, for this winter is Advanced Wars 1+2 Reboot Camp. And that's a GBA game, and I don't think that's a major system seller, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
Like if you think a game to like sell Switches, you would think like Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild, Mario, or Splatoon 3. But we're not getting that. We're getting what's I forgot. Well, we're getting what's coming out in November? Was it Legend? Was it Brilliant Diamond Shining Pearl in November? I'm running a countdown. What's 50 days from now?
And viewers, go quickly check the countdown and put it in the comments below. Whatever the
it could be it could be Brilliant Diamond Shining Pearl, but December is Advanced Wars, and that December is usually the system seller. Last year it was Hyrule Warriors, and that is a prequel to the most anticipated Legend of Zelda game. So it's like, of course, that's a system seller.
I mean, it'd be something that's unannounced then, wouldn't it? For like the December release.
Well, that's
what
what I'm
thinking. For what they're releasing this winter.
Yeah, this winter. So I'm thinking this device could be the system seller, not a game. Like imagine, oh yes, you have a Switch, right? I'm trying to think like what would be so big that it could sell a system, and the only thing I can think of is VR. You could slot your Switch into like a VR.
Kind of heavy though. The Switch is kind of a like for its size. I think it's kind of dense, and so to have that weighing down on your
like an Oculus Quest. That is the main issue though. Is well, the Oculus Quest has issues with was it balancing or what do you want to call it?
Well, no, because like I'm saying, when you think about an Oculus Quest, they can distribute all the hardware like in the entire space.
But yeah, I guess
Switch, like, you have to keep everything in the small Switch and then slide that in. And it's like, oh, and so I don't know.
I wouldn't know because the screen size, like the Oculus Quest is 4K resolution, and even then you could still see the pixels. So
it's because you're so close to it.
Well, you're so close to it, so I don't even know how that would be with a Switch.
Yeah, I don't. It's anyone's guess, really.
It could just be I'm pretty sure it's just a controller, but they might just be playing it safe this winter. They're just like, we've already topped the charts. We're already beating out PS5 and Xbox. Why do we even need to have a system seller? We'll just next year is going to be like the best year for Nintendo. They have Splatoon 3, they have Breath of the Wild 2. I mean, those two games alone would probably like double the sales of this year. And then they probably have like a Mario Kart 9 coming soon. And that's what a lot of people are thinking.
Maybe. I'd like to see a new one. They've had
I'd
8
like to see,
Deluxe for so long.
but it's like the GTA 5 thing. Mario Kart 8 is the best selling game, and it's Mario Kart 8. Why do we need to make it 9? Like 8's selling so well, like it's top in the charts.
Yeah.
Yeah. But so they could talk about unannounced games. I think I've already talked about Advanced Wars 1+2. We've only gotten one trailer. Definitely see that. The only issues now, like, there isn't a lot of stuff in winter. Like what? Winter? There's 2 games. And one of them's a Pokemon game. And I think I've already explained this before. They do not show Pokemon games in Nintendo Directs.
Yeah, I don't know how they're going to distribute the 40 minutes.
Unless it's an E3 Direct. And then they're like, okay, let's show Pokemon. Because, I mean, it's E3. But those are now negated to Pokemon Presents. But I don't know how they distribute. Maybe because their Twitter topics or whatever you want to call them, they're always just they're lying to us half the time. So I wouldn't really take the winter to heart. I'm pretty sure it's like
winter and extending.
Well, yeah, winter plus the games we know for 2003. They also could have just announced completely new games. But then if they announce completely new games, it's not in winter. So it's like...
Unless they've just been like hiding these under their sleeve for the last couple months.
Well, unless they want to have like a triple games in like 2 months span. I don't think so.
It's unlikely.
It's unlikely. But so we're going to see, of course, indie games, stuff like that. And then we're probably going to see trailers for games that are next year, early next year. Of course, they're going to show Breath of the Wild 2 if they want a good direct. I mean, they might not. They probably will. And of course, they're going to show Splatoon 3. Most likely. I'm going to say of course, but like...
Of course, most likely, maybe.
Maybe.
Pick your adjective, Freddy.
Just the whole winter thing, that's just screwing me up. Because if they do Splatoon 3, they do Breath of the Wild, it's like it's not winter anymore.
Kind of a busy YouTube schedule if that is the case.
I know. Like, wait, so winter, it goes all the way to like February, no?
I think so.
So I think Splatoon 3 actually comes out in February of next year. They said early 2022. And Breath of the Wild could be a December release. We don't know if the release date for Breath of the Wild 2. And then, yeah.
Yeah.
We still need an announcement on the next Mario game. It's been, was it 2 years? It's been three years since.
What was the last one? Odyssey?
I'd like to think it was Odyssey. Oh, wait. Usually we get a Mario game every year, but I'm saying brand new Mario game. We got Odyssey, then we got Bowser's Fury. And those have been like in a year or two in between each other. We did just get Bowser's Fury, but we kind of need the next mainline Mario game. Maybe next mainline Donkey Kong game. There's been rumors that the people who made Mario Odyssey are making the next Donkey Kong Country.
So, I think we talked about that last episode or two.
Yeah, we're kind of repeating the same stuff that we said last prediction, but I mean, that's basically almost everything that could happen.
Yeah.
All right, here's a question. Do you think we're getting a new game announcements or not?
Any new game announcements?
Like brand new, don't even know.
I'm actually going to go yes on this question, only because
it's 40 minutes.
I don't know how they can, I don't know how they're going to take 40 minutes with just the games we know of, presuming that they're, going to be soon launches.
Well, also, if they're announcing a new device, a new peripheral, or new something to go along with, the Switch, how long do you think that's going to take up? A lot, right?
I mean, it just depends. Because if it's like a controller, they don't really need to.
Well, of course,
spend that much time,
I think if it's a controller at most 10 minutes.
I think that's even being generous.
Well, because they could be like haptic feedback. They do the whole ice shaking thing like they normally did, and then they're like, "Oh, clicky buttons," and like,
Yeah, I mean, I still can't think of any other peripherals that would be of
But
that
also,
much
if it's
interest.
if it's like a Nintendo 64 controller for the Nintendo 64 emulator, literally that'll be a 1 minute announcement. They're like, oh, also, this is coming out with this controller, and that's it. So that then lends into, the 40 minutes. What are they going to fill this time with? They could do an in-depth trailer with Advanced Wars 1+2 Reboot Camp because we've only seen one trailer.
Mm-hmm.
But I know a lot of people would be mad, but they did warn us. They only said winter.
Yeah.
Yeah. Also, indies. We're definitely going to see some indies. They've been showcasing a lot on their YouTube channel. One indie I'm kind of hoping to see is Deltarune. You know of Deltarune? No? It's the sequel to Undertale.
Oh.
Yeah,
Okay.
and it's an episodic adventure. So it's like chapter 1, chapter 2, chapter 3. And chapter 1 and chapter 2 just came out, which is like, these kind of announcements are fairly recent. So imagine, Deltarune chapter 1 and 2 come to Switch for free because it's a free game. Like, so many people would play that.
Oh yeah.
And I don't see why not. Undertale's already, and it's already the same engine and everything, so it's not like it'd be that hard to port it.
Mm-hmm. I mean, I think that's a reasonable announcement. Is there any other like indie games you think would be in the running for
Like a
Switch?
big well, I mean, of course, just like every indie game, really. I can't think of any at the top of my head. Do you know any?
No,
Besides Deltarune.
that aren't already on the Switch.
Well, yeah, that are on the Switch. I'm trying to. No, yeah, I can't think. I mean, right now there's so
Beat Saber.
many Nintendo company or Nintendo owned studios that aren't doing anything. You got Monolith Soft. You got the recently closed, or not really closed, shut down, or whatever you want to call it. The Superstar Saga or the Mario plus Luigi tactical RPG. And yeah, Monolith Soft, like, what are they working on? They're probably helping with Breath of the Wild 2, but like, they might be working on Xenoblade 3. I don't know. There's just so many questions.
That's just we'll have to see.
Yeah. All right, another question. Smash, yes or no?
Yeah, I'm call yeah.
Like, I mean,
Announce the final character. Don't know who it is, but they're going to announce the final character.
I'm still sticking with Waluigi
now.
or Gino. It's gonna be one of those two. I'm willing to put. Actually, I'm not gonna put my. I'm gonna stick to my.
Your financial vices.
But it could be anyone's guess. It's supposed to come out sometime this month or this year, so it would make sense. It's still sad to think about.
Yeah, the smashed and all smashes.
Uh-huh. Bayonetta 3. You haven't had any experience with the Bayo, no?
Except when I'm getting whooped by her and smashed. That's my experience.
So an interesting thing, the Bayonetta voice actor actually said, so one person commented on her Twitter, or replied to one of her Twitter posts saying like, "Oh, you do such a great job voicing, Bayonetta. She wouldn't be where she is without your voice." And she's like, she's on the line. She said, we'll see about that." Basically, that's what she said, saying that is she not doing Bayo? Is she doing Bayo? Is Bayonetta 3 not happening? Because Bayonetta 3 was announced when the Switch got announced. That was 4 years ago. Yeah.
Quite a while. It's like Cyberpunk. What is it, like 12 years?
But yeah. Anything else you want to add to the Direct? 40 minutes of stuff we don't know what they're going to announce.
Literally just some.
I'm going to just F-Zero. I just don't know if they're going to announce any games. If they do, of course I want F-Zero. Yeah.
That's all.
I want Rhythm Heaven, and I want Switch Sports Resort. I could you know what? Rhythm Heaven, the timing's right. The illustrator for WarioWare does the illustrations for Rhythm Heaven, and guess what? WarioWare is out. What has he been working on? You know, he needs to make money somehow.
I sure do wonder.
Yeah.
I don't know. We will wait and see.
Yeah. I don't know if I'll be streaming it. I have school. I'm still like, should I skip class? Should I not skip class?
Well, if you were, I don't know if I'd put it on a public YouTube video that they can look up and. Oh yeah, I was sick that day. Sorry.
Oh yeah, I was like, also, what do I tell my teacher? Like, sorry, can't make it. That's it. Well, because I was legitimately sick about a week ago, and I texted him, I messaged him on our school, like, what do you want to call it, like
LMS.
Yeah, and he didn't respond, and he's like, oh yeah, I saw your message, and I'm like, and you didn't say anything, like a good, like, okay, you know, get well, would have been fine. Yeah, so I'm like, do I even need to tell him?
Probably not.
Yeah. And I've already submitted my homework, so it's not like I'll be missing anything.
I will not endorse truancy, but you do you.
Part of me wants to stream it.
Wait, what time are your classes tomorrow? Because the direct's at 4 our time.
Oh, it is at 4. I think. See, the problem is my class gets out at 3:45. So it's like I'm gonna have to run.
Run home. All right, guys. Well, welcome back to the live direct.
Theoretically, I could probably. I don't know if you'd want to. You could like turn on my PC, set it up to the point where I just need to hit start streaming.
No, I'll do the warm up to the stream.
You'll just be there talking like, hey guys, you know, how's everyone going? Well, we could do like a dual reaction. I have that stream set up. I mean, it's 4. It's 4 o'clock. It's not like it's freaking 3 o'clock or 3 o'clock in the morning or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Well, I think that's about everything.
No chat box this week.
Yeah, actually, yeah, no chat box this week because we had such a packed episode. Plus, we need new questions, guys. Go ahead. You know, I'm
gonna start making random YouTube and Discord accounts and submitting my own questions if you guys don't pick up the slack here.
So, I think we should actually we need to have some sort of announcement schedule, have little announcement boxes, because I feel like having these at the end where not a lot of people make it isn't the best idea. But the people who have made it this far, go ahead and comment on this video and go ahead and like it and everything. Just comment any sort of question. Right now in the comment section, should we do a post discussion for the direct?
I don't know.
Don't
you have people over?
They get here at 5, so it'd be like I'm gonna be cutting it close. Yeah. It'll be possible. I mean, even then, I don't think they're gonna be staying here. Well, we'll see. We'll see. Either way, post your comments in the comment section down below. We'll answer it next week's podcast episode. And yeah. If you haven't already, go ahead and like and subscribe. Check out the Countdown stream. We're running a giveaway on there. I think that's about it. I am Freddy, also known as Gravity Type 1.
I am TatorTot, also known as Jacob.
And this has been Gamemode. We will see you guys next Wednesday.